Josh, do you return products at all?
Never.
Never return them?
I almost never return any products because I buy only things that I like.
Interesting. So that feature that you weren't apparently using is slightly getting taken away, slowly being taken away by retailers. Did you know about this?
No. I didn't. It's the wrong person to ask this. But
fair enough.
But what's going on?
So for those of you who do care about free returns, people are businesses are going and kind of pulling it back because the cost to deal with a return is so high in comparison. So now Amazon and other retailers are charging a fee to have items returned. And it's like potentially like even a nominal fee. Like, for example, Amazon has started charging users a $1 fee.
Oh, okay.
When they return items to a UPS store. And that's only when you can't go to a Whole Foods, Amazon, Fresh grocery store, or Kohl's, because those are all like partners with it. So you can go return products there for free.
That makes sense though, because they do, like for Amazon at least, they do offer a lot of places where you're able to go through and return stuff. I do know a lot of people who do returns or exchanges, and for the most part is that they make it pretty seamless. By the way, at least Amazon makes it pretty seamless when you're returning to like a Kohl's. That's just my opinion on it, but this all makes sense though.
Yeah, so the other crazy thing is that it's not just Amazon and, like these large ones. Apparently 81% of merchants are now charging a fee for returns. So the issue before was that big box stores were a lot, like so large that they could go and get away with having free returns, and it was causing a lot of like smaller places to kind of like accommodate.
Yeah.
So that it would make it more competitive with like these places that have free returns. Like you would rather like go to somewhere and it's like if you buy something, you don't have to worry about whether you could or could not exchange something or return something if you didn't like it. So now there's 81% of these merchants are now charging a fee again.
Okay.
Versus before. So yeah, I mean some of the stores are like Macy's, Abercrombie, J. Crew, H&M, and others for the mall.
Yeah.
They all are adding shipping fees for returns that you might have, which can really add up if you're a company.
So I'm going to pull the veil back a bit and give you guys a little bit. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know this, but just to break a little bit of the illusion away, the logistics of returning are essentially, there is a fee to that. And with the free returns, the thing is that every time you return something, it does require like labor.
Yes.
It does require labor, and sometimes it requires transportation costs. The reason I say that is, imagine this. Imagine you have a store and someone returns like 100 items back. Theoretically, right? Now your store is overfilled with stuff, and now you have to ship those items back to the warehouse. And the thing is, that itself, you're paying someone to essentially pack all this stuff up, you're paying someone to transport this, and then you're paying someone to stock this back up at the warehouse. And the thing is, that all costs money, so it makes sense for these companies to charge for a return fee, because they're trying to save cost on that. But that's a little bit of the unveiling of how some of this process works, because the thing is that if you have a store that is not selling items and new items are going to be coming in, then it makes it harder for that business, because now you have a store filled with things that you're not able to sell.
Yeah, and if you like this type of interesting comment or content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. We come out with videos like this daily, covering a wide variety of interesting topics such as this one. So we would like to have you on this journey. Please hit that subscribe button. All right. So an interesting figure has come out, really. And it's that nearly 17% of total merchandise purchased in 2022 was returned.
That's crazy. That's a lot.
Yeah. So that totaled in at $816 billion in merchandise that was returned.
That's so much.
And granted, it was pre-pandemic, but in 2019 they had 8% return rate.
Oh, okay.
Which is a bit of, like, you know, a different time to now. But I mean, for the most part, a lot of buyer habits should be roughly leveling out after everything.
Yeah, but if you think about it too, we went from going where a lot of shopping was done in store to now the customer is buying things online. So it's expected that there's going to be a higher rate of return because you're not physically seeing something in store. And the thing is too that if you yeah, that part makes sense. But now as things are returning, or as more people are going back into the store shopping, I do see probably return rates coming down a bit. But other than that, I think, yeah, it's different time, different place. Essentially what happened is 2020 through 2021 launched everyone into the digital e-commerce space where everyone's buying online now. Yeah, so, yeah.
So back to the point you raised earlier. So you were saying how expensive it was to restock shelves or have the whole, basically a reverse supply chain where the supply chain is working in reverse for returns back to the warehouse and then reintegration into the warehouse or like the supply stream effectively. So these all hurt the company's profits dramatically because now you have a separate SKU effectively for these excess goods.
Oh yeah, you do.
So these new products or these old products that are coming in as returns are now having to be stored separately from the new stock. And these old new products have to be kept there and then potentially discounted or more than likely discounted because nobody, even if it's like perfectly used or perfectly fine, people would rather just buy a new one product, versus pay full price for one that's even been tried on or just, you know, like opened up and then they didn't even try it. They just put it back in and sent it away. It's been opened. So the crazy thing that happens with this is that all those costs add up and at some point there's a break-even point to where it's cheaper to let the customer keep the product.
Oh, you're right.
So I do wonder, have any of our listeners or watchers actually had this happen to them? Because it's happened to me where they didn't want me to send back the product when I got it because they accidentally shipped me the wrong thing. So they accidentally sent me the wrong thing and then they said, okay, we'll send you a new one. You can keep the old one. And I'm like, or the one we accidentally sent you. I'm like, wait, what?
You're right about this, by the way. You are right because not a lot, but there is some companies that do that because the price to return things is too high. Sometimes even higher than what you pay for it.
Yeah, because at some point they might even have to pay for disposal if they get it, and then like, oh well, it's just not good enough to resell at this point. So they, especially with like goods that are like supplements or anything that's a consumable, if you return it, what are they gonna do? Like they're gonna throw it away.
Yeah, and it's bad customer experience to say no returns.
Oh yes,
it is extremely bad customer service because no one's gonna want to shop with you if you say no returns.
Yeah, because I mean, like sometimes it's like valid concerns. I mean, sometimes it's like they just wanted to try it out, or like they just wanted to, like for some retail places, it's like, oh, I wanted to wear it for one event and then return it, which is like people have started cracking down on that. But but I mean that the mentality is still there that like, oh, you know, some people do this, but a lot of people, you know, don't. But those sales still happen, and some of the like actual sales wouldn't happen if they didn't have a return policy.
Yeah, I'd wonder if anyone in our audience, if that's happened to them, because I know people that it's happened to. Yeah, happened to you.
Happened to me. I mean, like I feel like it definitely happens, especially on like Amazon, where if you get something and it's incorrect, they'll just like, oh, don't worry about it, we'll send you another one. Or like, I mean, the other one that happens a lot is like getting lost in the mail, but that's a separate topic.
Yeah, that's a little different than the returns. Yeah.
But yeah, let us know down in the comments below what are the levels of like hurdles that you'd be willing to do for a return policy? So like, would you pay shipping back to a company if you got free shipping to you? Would you pay money to send it back, or would you just how if you just didn't even want it? Do you keep the things that are basically they say to keep it? Do you even keep those things, or do you do something else with it?
Yeah, let us know down below.